Hi, and welcome to the RCN Rocket Chief. This is our first week to see if we can actually build 8 rockets out of the material in the Designers Kit Special. If you haven't seen what's contained in the box, there'll be a link down in the doobly-doo where we opened up this box and we'll show everything that's inside. So our first rocket will be Finless. Not a particularly original name, but I didn't name it. There'll be a link also down below where I found the instructions to how to put this together. So one key aspect of our challenge is that at least the first flight has to be from just the material contained in the box. It becomes important right away with Finless because there's a major discussion around this rocket about how you can fly it with bigger engines than an A. Turns out with 0.4 ounces or 11 grams of nose weight, this rocket just stays stable on an A engine. Anything bigger, it doesn't want to work. Fortunately, the kit comes with 11 grams of nose weight that we'll put in this handy little payload bay that we made in accordance with the instructions. But we also would like to try it on a C, so put together an 11 gram slug of Play-Doh that we'll add for our second flight, and we'll put a C engine in this and see how it goes. So carry on to the field, watch the launches, and then come on back and we'll show you how we put Finless together.
Finless on an A83 with the recommended amount of nose weight and a 9-inch parachute in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. Ooh, flies nice and straight. As soon as the power takes off, oops, we blew apart. But successful flight. I can see the nose cone and whatnot, so this is going to be a pretty easy thing to put back together. So here we are again with Finless, this time with a C63. I've also doubled the nose cone weight and found out that I didn't put the nose cone in tight enough, so a little more masking tape has helped with that. So looking forward to an interesting test flight in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. Oh man, did that ever go nice. That worked out really well. And there's the chute. I heard a pop and it does kind of look like it deployed. I got a feeling though that it's going to come down maybe on the edge of our field if we're real lucky, or possibly over in the baseball area, but it certainly flew great. That was most successful.
So this is everything you need out of the Designer Special Kit to put Finless together. The key are these cardboard shrouds. Kit comes with 2. I'm not going to talk much about putting them together because I did kind of struggle, but I made them look half decent in the end. The rest of the kit is relatively straightforward. You end up cutting the body tube to make the little payload bay, which is key for carrying the weight. And of course the usual engine mount material. In that case, the engine retainer and whatnot will end up being on the outside of the rocket. I put an engine spacer inside that cardboard tube to give it a little more rigidity, which I think worked out fairly well. But as you can see here, the rest of it is fairly straightforward. Putting the engine retainer clips on the outside of the body, the launch lug, putting a area on the cardboard shroud so that the launch lug can slide up nicely inside it, and then the straightforward adding of parachute and whatnot, the weight, which is of critical importance for this particular build. Carry on. The Designer Special comes with a nice selection of parachutes, but no real way to move them simply from rocket to rocket. By use of a paper clip, we can create that on our own by gathering the shroud lines here at one end and then wrapping the wire back on itself securely so it doesn't get loose, and then using the open end of the clip as a hook. Same thing here with a streamer. Tie the streamer securely through the paper clip, and then we'll be using the other end as a hook by tying a knot usually at about the midpoint of the shock cord, and we can hook the paper clip through it, and it's nice and secure and relatively quick to change. Here are the rules of the Designer Special Challenge. Pretty much just everything that an average person would have lying around, nothing special, and that's the way we'll be flying our first rockets.